Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. Blind. Mixing things up today. Doing all kinds of new stuff. Any of these? Possibly. We're going to start some new classes and stuff. And also probably do a little bit more carpentry too. But to tie into that, very much in the area, over in Ogredania at the Growery, the Botanist Guild. Access with the teleport here. Ethernet. Botanist Guild. For free, even. Well, that's a big win. Alright. The Botanist Guild is over this way. Over here, with all the plants and stuff, as you might expect from the Botanist Guild. Looks like the Guildmaster is hanging out outside here. Hey. These plots are tended by the Botanist Guild. Splendid sight, is it not? Very good. And you are the Guildmaster. What do you do here? My name is Fucha. I have the pleasure of overseeing the good works of the Botanists Guild. It's my duty to nurture the budding botanists of our guild, that they might in turn nurture the life that flourishes here in the 12th Wood. Land whence I hail is a barren place, you see, and ever has it been my dream to live and work amidst such verdant abundance. Like plants, dreams require nurturing. Tend yours well, and they will one day bear fruit. What is botany? Man owes both his life and livelihood to nature. Without her bounty, man would have neither food to fill his belly, clothes to keep him warm, nor arms to protect him from harm. There exists a number of disciplines by which man avails himself of nature's bounty. Botany is one of them. In botany, one acquires the knowledge needed to receive the gift of plant life. At the same time, one learns to understand nature and accord her the respect she is due. Here at the Botanist Guild, those who walk our path gather to hone their skills while striving for greater intimacy with the forest. Very good. Okay. And going actually into the guild here. Not as grand of a building as the Archers Guild, but most of their stuff is outside, as you might expect. So we got a lot of plants in here, though. Makes a lot of sense. Going to want to save our gear set here for Archer. All this stuff. And so we switch over to Botanist. It's gonna have a whole separate set of things. Guild Receptionist. There. Hello there. Welcome to the Botanist Guild. What brings you here today? Interested in becoming a botanist, are you? And you've come to the right place. At our guild, you can study under some of the finest botanists in all the realm. An enticing proposition, is it not? So what say you? Would you like to add your name to our roll? We're going to just join every single guild in the entire world here. It's going to be great. Maybe not all right now, because that'd be a lot. Definitely doing a few things, though. Instead of going to the Remembrance Services, we're going to go be a botanist instead. The world can wait for our whims. Excellent. Now you're doubtless eager to dive headlong into the nearest shrubbery, but first, a brief explanation on the origins of the Botanists Guild. Our guild boasts a long history. Its roots can be traced back some 500 years, to when our nation was still in its infancy. It was around that time that a precursor organization to our own was established to facilitate communion with the elementals. But I suspect you're already confused, not being forest-born. Let me put it in a way that you kind of would understand. The 12's Wood doesn't belong to man, but almighty beings known as elementals. It is by their leave that we, Gridanians, dwell here in the forest, and it's by their leave that we receive of its bounty. Ever since mankind settled in the 12's Wood, it's been necessary for us to obtain the elementals' permission prior to taking aught from their domain. Historically, this is a rather involved process, in that only a precious few can actually commune with them. Specifically, those conjurers blessed with the ability to hear the elementals, aptly known as hearers. In order to relay the elementals' will to the botanists in a more timely manner, a new organization was formed with a hearer as its mouth and ears. This organization would eventually evolve to become the Botanist Guild. To this day, the guild employs the services of a hearer who offers guidance to our members. And this is no longer our organization's sole concern. We also seek to promulgate correct harvesting practices. That is, practices which honor the will of the elementals. And that, my friend, is the story of how our guild came to be. Trust you have a new-found appreciation for the work we do. As much as harvesting the bounty of nature is usually a complex process, harvesting the bounty of nature while also appeasing the elementals and doing things correctly to not bring forth their wrath and make it impossible to survive here. Probably even more complicated. Let's make sure we don't mess this up. With all this talk of elementals and communing, mayhap you're wondering whether you're fit to join us. Well, you may cast such doubts aside. You don't need to have been raised as a good little forest-born boy to be a botanist, nor do you need to know the secret forest-born salute. I jest. You just need a healthy respect for nature and the will to learn. I honestly believe you possess these things. It would be my pleasure to recommend you to our guildmaster. This is a moment while I see to the formalities. Speak to you again when you are ready to begin the enrollment procedures. It's been a moment. Ready to enroll in the Botanist Guild, I take it? Yep. We get a weathered hatchet, botanist's primary tool. Probably gonna need to get rid of all the outdated things. Like these can only be used by botanists. Pretty sure the bows can only be used by archers. So we don't really have any use, I wouldn't think, for like lower level bows. Probably not. But, yeah. Level 1. Let's start here. It's got plus gathering. Neon Salute wishes to reaffirm your desire to join the Botanist Guild. Music to my ears. It will be a pleasure to refer you to Guildmaster Fufucha. Our Guildmaster's knowledge of nature is second to none. One need only witness her uncanny knack for spotting the finest timber to see that hers is a truly God's-given talent. It's for this reason that she holds the title of First Botanist. Oh, but you need not be overawed, for she is the kindliest of souls. You'll find the Guildmaster just outside this building. Seek her out and press upon her your desire to become a botanist. You can do that. In fact, we already know exactly where they are. Talk to them. What we got here? Hi. I'm Fufucha, Master Skilled. Pleased to make your acquaintance. I take it, Leon Silt. Pronunciations. Has given you an overview of botany already. Well then, so as I'd better continue where he left off. All Godians may rightly claim to share a close relationship with nature, but none is so intimate as that of a botanist. It is our calling to nurture the natural environment to the mutual benefit of man and wood. But even as nature holds us in her loving embrace, providing for our every need, she's at heart an unsentimental creature, one that will take life just as readily as she gives it. Being a botanist means coming face to face with this uncomfortable truth on a regular basis. Knowing this, do you still wish to take our path? Yeah. Walk the path of a botanist. Look in your eyes, it speaks the passion in your heart. Very well. I bid you welcome to the Botanist Guild. To help you on your way, present you with this hatchet. Take it up, and then present yourself to me again. We'll assign you your first task as a botanist of the guild. Alright. Quest complete. Botanist unlocked. Very good. Gathering log unlocked. Ooh. Like a hunter log, but for gathering. Yeah, that's something. Where would that be? It's gonna be in here. We can find the Here's the logs. Hunting log, crafting log, gathering log. There you go. Mining, quarrying, logging, harvesting. Don't have the other ones since we don't have the other ones yet. Mining and quarrying, separate things, huh? Interesting. Got shards, maple logs, snails, various shards and things. 5 in the jade thicket and trees peak. Alright. So we need to switch into the new equipment here. Weathered hatchet. Immediately turns us into a botanist. That's not wearing anything. Anything we can wear here? Rodigan. Low level stuff. Again. Rodigan. Do we have any helmets? I don't think that these kind of things matter too much for being level 1. We'll put them on anyway. And equip as current class. Disciples of War or Magic, specifically. Okay. This is all classes. Increase XP earned by 30% when level 30 and below. The brand new ring? Huh. That's very specific. We can't use that for gathering, though. Alright, that's fine. Technically, we could wear this mask here if we wanted to. Give us some extra defense while running around as botanist. It also looks very snazzy. We will gear set list. Create a new gear set. Botanist. There you go. Looking good. I wonder if we can reorganize these somewhere. He requires multiple slots will this way. Where do freedom works? This is like the recommended pieces. There you go. We'll wear that. I wonder if getting experience while wearing these other things. I mean, since we can have these on, maybe we'll give something. That should work. Gather role actions. You have learned a gatherer role action. Gatherer role actions are abilities shared by botanists, miners, and fishers, rather than a specific class. They're learned via leveling or upon completing certain quests, only to be learned once in order to use them while with all gathering classes. Cool. Once learned, these role actions can be used to reveal and track gathering locations in any given area, even for classes other than your currently selected one. That would help. Let us switch between them and all that. Gather role actions can be found in the Actions and Traits window under the character in the main menu. Reputations. Actions and traits. Field Mastery, Blessed Harvest. Why is the world level 90? Yeah, I'm sure we're going to be getting level 90 botanists here any second now. Anyway, we got this Enix here. We're going to be getting new equipment and such as we continue here too. Or if we could even I don't think that, like, this has craftsmanship on this. This has, how much else? Does craftsmanship help with botany? I wouldn't think so. It's gonna be more of a gathering kind of thing. We'll see. Michelle wishes you to assign you your first task as a botanist. We got a thing with gathering. Yeah, that makes more sense. We definitely want the bonuses of the gathering more than the base armor of our armor here. My first hatchet. Lovely. I see you have your hatchet on you. Very good. A botanist's hatchet is his livelihood. Never forget this. To be able to keep its blade clean and keen, your efforts will yield you naught but sweat and splinters. Let's see about your first task. Ah, yes. To help you grasp the basics of botany, I'd like you to gather 10 pots worth of latex. The forest yields to us many more resources. It's the botanist's job to know what can be found and where. If it's latex you require, you do well to search just outside the blue badger gate or the yellow serpent gate. Seek out the mature trees that stand in those areas. Then put your hatchet to use. I wish you well. Botanists can use hatchets and other cutting tools to log the forests of Eorzea and gather materials used in crafting. These trees are prime for logging are known as mature trees. To locate mature trees, make your way out of the city and use the botanist action known as triangulate. Okay. Out of the city. Yellow Serpent Gate, right here. Or the North Shroud. Or the other gate. Either one should be fine. Now, we don't have our speed and movement stuff here. I guess we just have sprint. We wouldn't have the archer speedy ability. I guess that would not work. We'll go to Shroud. Since we're not an archer, we just got sprint. That's okay. We'll see how much running around is required for gathering. We got this whole triangulate business, which will show us to a good tree. Finding mature trees. Must use hatchets and other kind of tools for us to gather materials for use of crafting. Trees are prime for long nose mature trees. Yep. Mature trees are only discernible from other foliage when using the action triangulate. This action is active. The location of mature trees is displayed on the minimap. Once you arrive at a mature tree, right-click it to begin logging. Simple enough. Survey the landscape to locate mature trees and lush vegetation. Okay. We can see it on the map. They're just all over the place. Level 5 mature tree. See if we can even chop that. Gathering. Oh, here's some information. As many as 8 different types of items can be found on a single gathering point. Begin gathering by selecting an item from the list that appears after right-clicking the target. Do we get to choose what we get? Possibly. Selecting an item from the list that appears. Chances of successfully obtaining the selected item are displayed as percentage on the right of its icon. Gear with high gathering rating will improve these chances only if your class level is at or above the item level. Also displayed to the right of the item icon. An item's position on the list is determined by its type. For example, branches are always found in the 3rd slot. Learning which type of items are located in which slots will help you when coming across new type of mature tree. Alright. So we want to get latex. The milky sap of a mature tree. 100%. Let's click on that. 100% chance. I already got a level up. Goodness. Maple branches. Take a branch from a maple tree. Can you just get earth shards here? Tiny crystalline manifestation of etheric earth energy. And maple logs. 61%. Yeah, the gathering interface. Yep, this is that. This file is available through gathering. Can be viewed by opening the gathering log. We already looked at that. Usually accessible by logs in the main menu. As you've successfully gathered at least once, it will appear with a check mark on the icons. And then after the first time, we earn you a special experience point bonus. So items can only be obtained in certain areas to confirm where an item might be found, or to your gathering log. Very convenient. I mean, since we're here, let's get the bonus for harvesting an earth shard. And a percentage chance of maple log. Now the tree has been chopped down. So we need to move on to the next tree. This one. This one here. Only concern is going to be places with aggressive enemies. Guess we don't really need to worry about level 3 stuff just yet. Let's get another latex. Now we're level 3. We have a 66% chance of getting maple logs. This is what we need for doing more carpentry stuff. So it's not a guarantee. We got there. We need to wait until we are actually at the level to get the higher level stuff. We're gonna need a fair chunk of XP here, though. Enable quick gathering. So it just keeps on chopping latex. Perfect. Action learned field mastery. And arbor call. So use the landscape to locate the nearest mature tree or less vegetation within skill range. Community executed while triangulate is active. Since a grade 5 mature tree is 7 homes to the north. I mean, that's great. And what's this one do? Increase the chance of obtaining items while gathering by 5%. Not apply to items at 0%. Fair. Costs 50. Only available while gathering. Here we are. This one doesn't have the... This one has that shard. Doesn't have the... Or is it something else? Yeah, it's fine. We already have a 100% chance here. So upping that by 5% is not too big of a deal. Boosted to try to get a maple branch here. Reference down. Now accept the next clash down quest. We collected far too many of those. Oh wow, look at these. Field Mastery 2. Increase the chance of obtaining items while gathering by 15%. My goodness. An Arbor Call 2. Let's see, to locate the highest level mature tree or less vegetation within skill range. Look, grade 10 mature tree to the northwest. We don't really need a grade 10 mature tree right now. These ones are fine. So there is plenty of running around to each of the individual trees and stuff. Well, that works. Okay. I need this in here all the time. Return, sprint. So various things to increase percentage chance of stuff. That could have some value. Especially when we are trying to collect things that are not 100% chance of success. These around slightly. Also trying to not run into a wall. I guess if you don't need the 15%, you can still get away with using the 5%. That could work. Okay. Functional. Very good. We're just gonna get stuff that increases our botany more. Increases our gathering and everything we're looking for here. Should be good. Now goes the gathering effort. Lest you forget, latex can be had just outside the blue badger gate and the yellow serpent gate. Yep. Now quest, latex. There you go. Shop selling price 7. Well, basically it's just same as money. Buy the maple logs so we can shop them. Both are good. Okay. Ah yes, precisely 10 pots of latex, just as I instructed. You have done well. Latex is easy to find and equally easy to harvest. As such, collecting the stuff is an ideal task for young botanists who are learning their way around a hatchet. Yet know that being able to swing said tool does not make you a botanist. You must also possess the knowledge to locate the resources you seek. That'll be all for me for the present. You should keep honing your senses and skills as a botanist. Gather near and far and learn from your experiences. Look forward to seeing you again. We become better acquainted with our trade. Till then, I bid you happy gathering. Next botanist quest will be available from Fucha upon reaching level 5. We have done so. But we are going to put on our Damataka of Gathering for that plus 13 gathering bonus. Seems like a good plan to me. Gathering. Oh yeah, plus gathering. Alright. The mask is definitely a look. Love it. Okay. To assign you a new task. We get a new bronze hatchet and options. Accept. Hello again, Arctic. I'm told you've been putting your hatchet to good use. Well done. Yet, as I mentioned before, hacking away at trees does not make you a botanist. You must also strive to deepen your understanding of nature. I say this in the knowledge that you've done just that, whether you realize it or not. You have the air of a man who is at ease with the world around him. I do believe you are ready for your next task. I would like you to go to Tree Speak, and there harvest 10 pots worth of maple sap. Once you have enough, pray deliver the sap to Cicely. She will be pleased to receive it. Off you go now, Arctic. Tree Speak. And there and then. Go to Tree Speak. Here. Yep, that's Tree Speak. Basically the same place we were before. We will use the shard here again. Should be good. Go to Northstrap. Tree Speak. And I'm slightly concerned about aggressive enemies when not in combat sets. See how that goes for us. Okay, this is still Tree Speak. We still have our show us where the trees are. That should be alright. Okay. We need maple sap. This one does not have it. Okay. Find the higher level tree. Grade 10 tree. See if that does better for us. Okay, up here. Or so it says. Level 10 mature tree. Yeah, maple sap? Nope. Ash branch, earth shard, ash log, Hilcum mistletoe. So, no, none of these things. I'll get the bonus here. And for the 6. So, 8 and 9. Beautiful. Our level 7. Okay. So we definitely don't want the highest level tree then. If we're going to get the maple sap, we're going to need the maple trees. And if we find a maple tree which lacks its sap, we can just collect the logs. still useful. Logging the hours. Black Shroud 1. Gather 20 times from level 1 to 10 mature trees in the Black Shroud. There you go. Gatherer's Boon. In gathering, there's a chance of triggering the Gatherer's Boon effect. Trigger an additional item during the gathering attempt. Higher your percentage rating, the better chance you have of triggering this effect. Perception. And 60%. You got any perception? You got 0 perception. So, not a good chance. Huh. A tree here. Nice sap. It's not. We're obviously going to need to get maple sap from maple trees. That makes sense. Huh. Maple sap. A bunch of extra logs isn't a bad thing, though. Maple branches, maple logs, earth shards, latex. Get some maple sap. Branch, mistletoe. Sneak. There we go. I'm gonna solve some other problems. Ash log, ash branch. Treant sap. Let's see the other log here. Not that. We're not seeing maple sap. From level 5 tree speak. Where's some colorless liquid extracted from maple trees? You boil it down to make sweet maple sugar. Nice. There's sneak. The step of the land action sneak lets you conceal yourself from enemies, so you may log, mine, or fish without fear of being attacked. Mindful, however, this ability is not effective against enemies with a level significantly higher than your own. That's smart. Tread quietly in order to avoid enemies up to 4 levels above your own. How fancy. So that does solve that problem. That's good. Let's keep looking for maple sap here. From the level 5 mature trees in tree speak here. Earth shard belongs, branches. Map. Map. Crap. Well, we're getting plenty of XP here. There's no sap. No branch. Earth shard. We're gonna have plenty of these maple logs to work with, though. We got that going for us. And it's definitely from here, right? Gathering log. Maple sap. Level 5 tree speak. Yeah, that's where we are. Would make sense that would come from maple trees here. I don't know. No branch, no log. Earth shard. I wouldn't think it would be this rare. Peculiar. I'm going to try to go further in. I think it was like the top, maybe. We're doing really good at finding these logs, though. Got that going for us. Okay. Let's go further into tree speak here. The question does become, are we going to be finding level... Yes, murder that squirrel. We're going to find level 5 trees over further here. There's one. Because there did find level 10 ones here too. I also got some completely other things. Maple Maple sap, cinnamon, and beehive chips. Okay. Those ones we haven't found before. We'll get a beehive chip. Nest of a honeybee, comprised of several hundred hexagonal chambers made of waxy substance secreted by the Valken. Cinnamon, with its bonus XP, love it. Sweet-smelling bark of the cinnamon tree is often dried and ground to a spice used to add flavor to confectionaries, though it is also commonly used in medicines. And maple sap. Odorless and colorless liquid extracted from maple trees, boiled down to make sweet sugar. Sweet maple sugar. Okay. So now we want the trees in this side, essentially. A little bit further in here. Get the sappable trees here. That works. Okay. Another over here. So each individual area is going to have different materials from all the different trees. There's a lot of stuff to be aware of. So luckily, we've got the gathering log to tell us all the information about where every different thing is. Fire shards are level 1, can be only found at level 30 and 50. Essential shard can find ice shard, or a silk quartz. Jadeite thicket for those, or jadeite thicket. Lightning shard from the tangle, or shard at level 30. Snail in the jadeite thicket. And 6 to 10 here. From the Spineless Basin, Cedarwood, lots of places. We still unlock the 6 to 10 without finishing everything in the 1 to 5, which is good because the Fire Shard only comes on level 30 stuff. So, not like a level 1 resource, level 30 requirement. They're just murdering the squirrels out here. The squirrels really not much of a problem? Apparently so. Apparently so. Okay. Run back. Looks like we are no longer sneaking. Potentially just because we are in town here. Doesn't say any kind of, like, duration or anything. That's okay. Got you, your sap. Trees. On a quest for maple sap, your best bet is to search in the vicinity of Tree Speak. I'm going to be waiting for delivery of sap myself. Might you be the botanist tasked with supplying it? Yes, indeed. Oh, we need to go to the second page here. Here's your sap. Make some sweet maple sugar. Have a great time. Ah, the maple sap I requested. You must be the new botanist Fucha has been fussing over. Ah, but where are my manners? Thank you. Why do I need so much of this stuff? Well, allow me to explain. It's the very least I can do, after all you've done. Boiling maple sap causes it to thicken into a sweet syrup called, you've guessed it, maple syrup. For maple syrup, we can make maple sugar, ingredient used in various recipes, particularly confectionery, from cakes and tarts to toffees and chocolates. In short, all the things that children love. And everybody else. You probably guessed it by now, but the maple sap you harvested will be used to make sweets for the children, those poor souls who are orphaned by the calamity. They may put on a brave face, but their eyes reveal the depths of their sorrow. There's precious little joy left in their lives. But Gridania won't abandon them. No matter your walk of life, there's always something you can do to help. Though it may only last a fleeting moment, a single smile there is worth all the effort. My apologies, I got carried away. Now where was I? Ah yes. In addition to maple sap, we botanists gather various other kinds of foodstuffs. As such, we work quite closely with the culinarians, those disciples of the hand who excel at cooking. We're also on good terms with the woodworkers and weavers, as both are reliant upon us to supply the lumber and fiber they need for their respective crafts. Yeah. As botanists, it behooves us to learn what manner of materials are used in crafting. There's no better way to do so than firsthand. If you have an interest, you can consider dabbling in one of the disciplines out there. So I urge you to make a habit of reviewing the gathering log. As your knowledge of botany grows, more of its contents will become comprehensible to you. We best see to the maple sap. It was lovely talking to you. For every 5th level you reach as a botanist, you'll gain the ability to detect higher level mature trees and lush vegetation. When this occurs, any new items that are available through gathering will be added to your gathering log. You can use the Arbor Call botanist action to help you locate the nearest mature tree or lush vegetation within your skill range. Yep. And new hatchet. Better gathering. And options. We'll take the gloves because they have more bonus gathering. Since these are plus gathering, it's going to work for all the other gathering stuff too. Just need to get them when we get them. You have to be paying attention to those upgrades too. That's good though. Very good. I leave us literally a few XP away from 10. That's unfortunate. Hands. Work gloves. Okay. Let me see how much experience we get from the quests. We can gather enough stuff before we head back to turn it in, so I'll be ready for the next level. Not the worst plan. So for the fibers required for the other stuff, maybe potentially what the branches are for. Split those down a little bit more. Thick branch. Maybe. Just need to chop a little bit more here. Like one tree. Crafting material, branch. We already got plenty of the logs here, so you should be fine. Fear of the Reaper 1. You get level 10 in this. A new thing for harvesting. Field Mastery 3. Gives you a chance of obtaining items by 50%. My goodness. That's a lot. In addition to logging, botanists can use secondary tools to harvest items from patches of foliage referred to as lush vegetation. As is the case with mature trees, these locations are only discernible when using the action triangulate. So we got lush vegetation for other things. Harvesting must first equip a scythe to your offhand. This can be obtained from shops, markets, or quests. I'm sure we will get that from doing the next quest here. That would make sense. That ladybug never stood a chance. Ground squirrel, don't you do it? Wild. Alright, let's get the scythe here. So we can harvest even more things. Potentially we get the fiber from the lush foliage. That would make sense too. Sprinting. Just gonna be running around. No, we didn't get the other hatchet on. Hatchet. Bronze hatchet. Looking snazzy. Better gathering. Still no perception though. That's alright. Next. It's every 5 levels here. Definitely get quite a bit done. Yep, there it is. Bronze scythe. And options for hats or boots for some perception bonus. Help you fulfill a large order. Not all XP. Thank goodness. Ah, Arctic, you couldn't have come at a more opportune time. I have a favor to ask of you. Just received an urgent request from the Order of the Twin Adder. They asked that we supply them with 10 crow feathers as soon as possible. Crows often leave behind feathers where they perch, which can be used to make arms and armor. Requests for the items have been coming in with increasing regularity. The situation must be grim indeed. It would not do to keep the defenders of our nation waiting. I'd be most glad if you could help us fulfill this order. Crow feathers can be found in abundance in the area south of Gilbert's Spire. Once you have procured 10, I'll deliver them to Sicily. I have given her charge over our stores. My thanks in advance. Alright. Crow feathers, they say. It is E10 Spire. Let me check the log here. There's the 11 to 15. There's nothing from 11 to 15. Got it. Crow feather? Crow feather. Oh, crow feathers. Foul. Close. Spineless basin. The right place? This was watch. Botanist. No. Unfortunately, the information points us back to the person we need to give the things to. Helping us out again? My thanks, friend. If you've forgotten, the crow's feathers can be found in the area south of Gilbert's Spire. Okay. That is Eaton's Spire. Central Shroud. Upseed Pond. Dunstan Spire. Gilbert Spire. There we are. So we kind of want to go to Bent Branch Meadows, essentially. We also just come over to the Blue Badger Gate. Free. Get us close to. Okay. Special Shroud. There we also potentially other kinds of trees and stuff out here. And bushes, like I said. For us to find even more different things. Let's sneak around quickly. Gilbert's Spire. Let's down this way. Now to remember that we've got protection from enemies up to 4 levels higher than us. So that's 4 levels higher than our botanist level. We're not immune to things up to like level 40 almost or anything. Not how this works. Spire. Here is some trees. Crow feathers. And a wind shard. I'll grab 1 wind shard. For the bonus on that. Boom. And now, crow feathers. Level 10. Okay. What's that on the... Oh, here. That was down at the bottom, crow feather. This is a different kind. Spine spacing. Okay. Just need the trees around this area, essentially. Level 10 mature trees. Crow feathers. We have a 0% chance of additional. That's okay. Harvest stuff. We get 1 ash log here. The rest crow feathers. Seems to be about 4 things per gathering. I mean, it's okay. So for that, Tree Whisperer. We're getting level 10 there. Right. Acquire Tree Whisperer. Yeah. Alright. So we're going to be a ways off of getting level 15 from this quest here. Reward is 5800 XP. I mean, it gives us the scythe though, so that's probably worth getting. So we can use that for stuff. Ash logs. These chain monsters or something. Very good. Okay. We make our way back. We go to here. I guess it's down here. We need to go to here. Not a good connection to that. We'll just jump her back. Soup. Plus, we can get the cool ass reward to also help us with more. That should be good. I want to get a lot of experience in the other ones. We're going to need a lot of these resources. Sure. Here in the Botanist skill. Easy enough. Oh, come. Right over here. Turn in the crow feathers. That's that again. Thanks, friend. It's free gone. Crow feathers and south of Gilbertstein. Yep. All these gathering things, we're gonna get just piles of new stuff. It's great. Glossy black tail feather of a crow. Could buy these from shops for 21. Or go and get them ourselves. Feathers, yep. Ah, the crow feathers. You have my thanks. Doubtless you already know this from Fufucha, but it is the order of the twin adder that requested the feathers. If I heard it true, they're midst of preparing for war against the XIV. The crow feathers are needed to make arms and armor. Feathered harpoons, plumed yew crooks, and the like. It's a fine feeling, to do our part to aid those men and women who defend our nation. But to need such a large stockpile of feathers gives me pause to imagine the bloodshed that lies ahead. Will the 12s would ever know true peace? Oh, but there I go again with my wistful ramblings. Feel free to ignore me. Now, before I forget, Lieutenant asked me to give you something on your behalf. A scythe. Alright, very good. Scythe is what we call a secondary tool. Using your offhand allows you to harvest from lush vegetation, in addition to the mature trees you already know so well. That Fufusha has seen fit to make you this gift is proof positive of your progress. You're no longer a novice, my friend. I dare say you're ready to try your hand at fieldcraft levels, fieldcraft leaves, perhaps even take on grand company work. But first, I recommend you head into the wood, find some lush vegetation to try that new scythe on. Off you go now. Come back when you're ready to take on another task for the guild. Alright. We will get the straw hat. How appropriate. A lot better than the crazy mask. Immediately gets us to level 12. perception. I guess this one also has perception. Roll and perception. Perception. So perception. All classes. All classes. I don't think control would help much though. First collecting stuff. It's working. And we get our first offhand here. I mean, we have the claw hammer for carpentry. And we have this scythe here. Alright. Look at that. We see the scythe on us. Not particularly. Wielding the hatchet still. Definitely on here. It's fine. Okay. Could do a bit more botany. Get more supplies and things. Seems like the levels are pretty quick to start here at least. Well, that works fine for me. Next time. Goodbye.